Shuto versus Gachikun. Let's take a look at the player quotes before we get into the matchup. We could see Gachikun starting off with, I think I'm pretty strong right now, so I can win it all. Wish me well.
Okay, all right. And showing a little bit of confidence right there, Gachikun. Let's see what Shuto has to say. Shuto says, I had some delicious kimchi nabe yesterday at Fudo's house, so I think I can win.
That is a beast power-up. That sounds really good.
Dude, you're just going and hanging out with Fudo like this? I mean, dude, that's crazy.
Why not? Why not?
And getting some kimchi out there, too? Man.
I hope he's playing from Fudo's house.
See,
That'd
like
be pretty sick.
this all just makes me think like all these Japanese players are just hanging out with each other all the time, you know? I mean, what is it, like SoCal FGC, you know?
Probably, man. There's going to be a new coalition of Japanese youngins, and it's starting off with Fudo's house. I don't know. I mean, like, that's how it starts off.
I've
really.
seen I've seen the photos of you in the Christmas sweaters and everything like that, you know?
We were definitely in that house. But I'll tell you what, you get to see a lot of these players kind of being cultivated from the old guards as well. Just that quote off itself, right? You talk about like shinobiism being one of the key factors of this conversation, right? You talk about Momochi housing all of these young players,
right?
And cultivating them into top Street Fighter V players,
right?
And,
you know, I mean, as much as I kind of talked about like Tokido, you know, saying like, oh, you know, does he think he's at my, you know, like it sounds like they're kind of like trash talking, but really, honestly, they are very interested in building up the next generation of players as well. So as much as the veterans don't want to be the first notch on any youngin's belt. You know, they're still very interested and happy to see players grow and get stronger.
Yeah.
Well, in this situation, Gachikun, definitely a veteran here. As I mentioned, a former Capcom Cup champion. That's why he's got his own Gachikun costume that he's running right now.
The most popular costume in Japan, quote unquote, from Gachikun himself.
I was like, Gachikun's like, everyone plays it, and the other players are like, nobody plays it.
Not just you, man.
Oh, man, but right now, yeah, at least staves off the stun, gets a throw, but that's going to be too close for anything except the crouching light kick.
And I love it. Gachikun is willing to take that throw the entire time because it's not going to put him at a deficit, even after this throw, but there's going to be a second mirror. He can't take another one, but he does so. That's where the life lead changes.
Yep. Now you got to start to worry at this point. But that's why Gachikun, just look how patient he's been and finally does something and then gets the activation and the connecting as well.
Swapping away.
Okay, plus frames, gets the throw.
And that was such a meaty crouching heavy punch. It's so dangerous. Gachikun does have full critical art, just a little bit of trigger left. And of course, the crouching light kick hit from so far away so that it interrupted Shuto and then immediately firing with the crouching heavy punch. That is Rashid.
Yeah,
that is Rashid.
The crouching light kick from Rashid has been ridiculous since Season 1.
He was the most consistent character that could get 3 low shorts and still hit. Sure, it's not available in this season, but you see how far it still is.
It's still huge range, especially the fact that he has more of a run than a dash, you know, makes it a little bit even harder because he can kind of sneak in there with buttons just like that. Okay, yeah, and of course he's going to roll forward just to get the plus frames and also to escape any potential forward jumps.
Which is going to be great for Shuto. Does get himself out of the corner, but now he's trying to counter-poke his way into Gachikun. Oh boy, big trade-off.
I mean, we saw how patient Gachikun was last time he was in the corner, so getting him into the corner doesn't necessarily mean anything, you know, isn't necessarily a guarantee that Gachikun is going to panic and get opened up.
Oh. It's been so dangerous right now.
There's so much resources. No,
he didn't
too
get
far
enough
away.
of a charge either, I feel like.
Yeah, but both players right now sitting on like maximum resources.
Do you see the reluctancy for Gachikun to hit Shuto? Because if he does, he's gonna get the trigger. But there he goes.
Oh, he just did it.
I love it.
Wow.
I love that.
Wow, yeah. But
take that risk, young man.
There's that call out again. Like, you know that the opponent needs to make the comeback. You know that, oh, I've activated my V trigger. Time to go in and do the pressure. So that is the time that you throw out the EX.
Oh, no.
Speaking of the wake up EX.
Do it again.
Don't do it again.
Oh, it would have worked?
It would have worked.
And now you find yourself pretty much near death. EX Buster. Actual death. Excuse me. I always forget how much damage EX Metallic Sphere does.
Yeah, Urien he's one of those characters that once he gets you in the corner, you're like, shouldn't scaling be kicking in at this point?
Nope.
But he's just like, EX this, EX that, EX everything, and you die.
It's so funny. I still call Metallic Sphere in the back of my mind. I still call it Mega Buster because of the pose. I still call it Mega Buster, but either way,
funny.
They should have given him the Mega Man outfit, IMO.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But I mean, he's the villain. You can't put the hero costume on the villain.
It could have been Proto Man.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Like a pseudo villain. But either way, Gachikun as Airman. I'm totally kidding. Making away with it. You gave the good guy the villain outfit. What do you mean?
That's true. You did. They did.
Oh boy.
Ugh. I just want to know what character they would give the Heat Man costume to.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. Gachikun here, looking good this round. He's down 1 game to Shuto. So again, we're seeing a lot of the younger players here doing really, really well. Oh, but that's God. You know, this character, Rashid, has just had some of the best normals since Season 1, man. The crouching heavy punch, standing medium punch, standing medium kick. They're all so good. Crouching light kick we talked about.
Every one of his normals are fantastic.
Crouching medium kick, they're all so good. Oh, standing heavy kick.
Sure, and Shuto also kind of has the same in his arsenal, just not as effective. Well, we're talking about the range, it's very good.
Right.
Going into trigger, low medium kick, very good. But it's not cancelable just like that. You see the neutral jump, low.
What
the
a
catch
down from the jump. That was beautiful. And it's a little bit of an OS, right? Because if you go for the throw, you're going to try to hold up forward. But if you throw them, you have like 10 years to react that you threw them and no problem. So you always assume they're going to miss. Oh, he tried. Oh, what a patience there from Shuto, not reacting to that.
Activation time.
Yep, and found the gap to jump away. Yep.
Gachikun making the right reads. The right decision making on defense.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Look at this, and he has the life lead now. What a throw tech from Gachikun.
Oh, that's so dangerous. I pressed the button as soon as he gassed up, and Shuto still getting... Oh, he tried to counter poke his way through, but Gachikun with a giant whiff punish from the Fierce.
Did I not talk about his great normals? You guys know that fear. Like, can you imagine if you gave like Cammy's crouching heavy punch or Chun-Li's standing heavy punch the ability to cancel into a special move like that? Like, that's how good that standing heavy punch from Rashid is, man. Like, that's
pretty good.
That's nice. That's
nice.
a nice.
It's a nice thing to have. Yeah, that's what that is.
Oh man, gonna juggle? No, missed it. Doesn't matter. It's not gonna be. Well, never mind. Here comes Shuto with the throw, trying to put Gachikun back into the corner, but Gachikun fighting his way back to the center of the stage.
Swinging away with the crouching heavy punch with no regards, right? Shuto hasn't found himself. Yeah,
had the timing for that. And now he is trapped in the corner. Can Shuto bust his way out of here?
Man, you can counter all of the mediums that Urien has with just one button. It feels so good. It's so good.
Okay.
I like that.
What?
He tried to go for a throw tap. Yeah, he went for the roundhouse, yeah.
You blocked the cross-up and you did crouching heavy punch? That's your reaction? Nice combo there from Gachikun. Definitely is going to be a player that's going to be able to maximize the damage.
The play before the final blow from Shuto was a phenomenal read, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on dumb with that. That was really, really something else. I hope we highlight that. EX knee drop. We haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, no. Getting thrown on their wake up. That always feels bad.
Ooh, I like that. The whiff punish from medium punch. Oh, still Gachikun. Just relentless.
No.
Unwavering.
And now just pestering with that crouching heavy punch. And using the V-break offensively to keep the pressure. I love that decision. Both of these players have been going for a lot of shimmies. I don't think either of them have been able to successfully land one. Both of these players being very patient with their throw reactions. Again, you cannot react and tech a throw. It has to be a prediction. Oh, is that a punish? No.
No, not quite.
What a throw tech.
Oh boy, Gachikun just chopping down at Shuto's health
It's like I
little
said,
by little.
It's so crazy that they've actually. Oh,
you're dead.
Yep, the non-maxed out version. Don't hit all the buttons. Come drop down and cancel into a super, and there you go. Gachikun moves on in the loser side of the bracket, and Shuto is unfortunately out of the tournament now, and will be putting the console away.
Maybe he'll turn on his
closet.
stream and maybe he'll play some ranked. Maybe.
Because I mean, like we used to always say, like, oh, unfortunately, he's going home now. We can't say that anymore. So I think
Not bad.
putting the console into the closet is
he actually can go home now if he was hanging out with Fudo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
We're bullies,
Oh,
man. I will say, Shuto has
Go say hi to, just go and carry and rock Fudo's baby. Uncle Shuto can hang out with Fudo's kid.
That's always a feels good, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
as it stands right now, Gachikun's still moving on. We can see the replay and how it transpired, right? The stun in full effect, man. That trade off was phenomenal. You love to see that anytime a Urien player gets a trade off of crouching heavy punch.
And God, I swear, Urien always gets so much damage off of his crush counter heavy punch.
And
there it was right there.
It was so good looking.
Yeah, he knew he was going to go for the heavy kick into the... See, that was a sick combo. The heavy kick into the V-trigger activation. He called that out, and so he was able just to throw out that crouching heavy punch. That is a call out, man.
I felt like shades of JB on that play.
Oh,
that would have been really cool. For some reason, it went up in my mind. The Hambler goes as soon as he gets the jump and then the cross of the block cross up, and then the roundhouse to catch any sort of delayed throw tech into trigger. That would have been all shenanigans. But Gachikun didn't have to rely on that.